What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rowdy here. I don't know what type of gameplay is going to be on this because we're currently right now as I'm recording this. I have zero internet, so I can't even play NASCAR 21 because I have it on the digital edition and I can't even play it, which kind of sucks. But today's video is going to be my review of the game. I've had it for a week. Call of Duty is about to come out tonight, so this is going to be my review on NASCAR 21 Ignition. I did a day one thoughts on the game. And so this is going to be more of my whole review on the game. I know a lot of people have done them, and I feel like you guys want to hear my opinions on it. The people who watch me, there's been a lot of people give good reviews of the game. There's a lot of people give bad reviews of the game, and then there's people in the middle about the game. So right now, it's a mixed bag of how you view this game. So we're gonna start off, in my opinion, the positives on the game. The positives, and there's not a lot. The positives of this game is the game is beautiful. I've said that in my day one. The game is beautiful. You can take great thumbnail pictures, great pictures of the game. Um, the sound, the sound is hit or miss. There's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it works, it's pretty alright. Um, and paint booth. That's your only positives, and there's negatives in all of these. Some tracks, the physics on this thing suck. There's some tracks on this game where there is literal no physics to it at all. I just got done doing a career mode race at Phoenix, and I'm fucking drifting and still passing cars, which should not be the case. I'm dead Tokyo drifting. I wish I could post a clip. I might post that in here, but I don't know. But I'm drifting, and then there's some tracks where it's so tight you can't do anything but go head on in the wall. So the physics is hit or miss. The sound cuts in and out. There's some races where there's no sound, and there's some races where the sound's too loud. Um, and paint booth, we'll get to that in a whole nother thing. But like I said, that's the only positives. Online is a positive. It's fun if you get in a good racing lobby in this game. Hey, you can race with people without people going backwards or people sitting on the track. This game's got a shitload of potential just in the online category. But right now, this game is dead online. Day one, we were having 30 people lobbies, 30 car lobbies. When this game was dog shit, we was having 30 car lobbies. Last night I got on, prime time, 8 o'clock, where people should be home, kids are done with homework, and you think kids will be on playing this game. There were 8 people. 8 on PS4, PS5. They're sick of people driving backwards and ruining races for them. They don't want to get on here. Heat 5 has more people playing online probably right now than NASCAR 21 Ignition. Also today in viewer counts on Twitch, Heat 5 had more viewers than 21 Ignition. That shows people are already sick of watching this game. That is terrible already because this game has no viewership. Heat 5 had no viewership, but when you're looking at Heat 5 having 49 viewers to Heat 21 or 21 Ignition having 26 viewers, it already shows people are done watching this game and they're wanting to watch something else. And if they're a NASCAR fan, they're going back to the old game. So that already tells you, like, this game right now, a weekend is dead. There's people not wanting to watch the game. Viewership on YouTube's already down on the game. Unless you're doing glitch videos or showing like you have a crazy bug. That's the only time you're getting views on YouTube for this game. Unless you're a big content creator. And I guarantee you, if you made a NASCAR Thunder 2004 video and a big content creator, you might get more views than 21. That's how bad this thing is right now. Day one, after I made my day one video, the patch came out. My game completely bricked. I have a video on the channel that says 15 minutes of my game crashing. And it completely crashed for 6 hours. I couldn't play the fucking game for 6 hours. I paid $90. I ain't one of these people out here that got it for free. I paid $90 for this thing, man. And my shit crashed for 6 hours. and could not play it. They released the patch the next day and said, "Oh, these are things that are fixed for PlayStation, so you guys can get on." I didn't want to get back on and play the game. That's how bad it was. Yes, I've had fun since. I've gotten in some good lobbies online and had some fun. But, I mean, that's not going to keep me on this game. Call of Duty comes out tonight, and I'm going to play COD more than I'm going to play NASCAR 21, depending on how bad COD is. If COD's pretty bad, I might come back to 21, but I don't know. Like, 21 is in a very rough state. Um, like, one of the patches apparently released DLC cars that you can race with, but you can't use them. I paid $90. Why can't I have the DLC cars? I know you're going to release DLC packs for people to purchase. I paid $90. I'm supposed to get all these for free anyway because I got the Champions Edition. Why can't I use them now? That would have been a huge benefit for the Champions Edition. The Champions Edition of this game is a ripoff. You get the DLCs and you get a career booster, and the career booster's stupid because all it does is give you 36 race contracts. That's it. The $90 version of this game's a ripoff. And you get a cool PS theme for your PlayStation. And when I was heated on Twitter the other day, after my game crashed for 6 hours, couldn't get on, I made a big ass tweet and I said, I guess I got a cool PlayStation theme for $90. Because at that point, that's what I thought I was getting. Paint booths. This might be rest in peace NASCAR 2021, but here's to NASCAR 2022 and some things they can add. Because right now there's nothing positive in this game. Career mode busted. You got bugs in career mode still. Race now. Like, you either go to champion mode and you beat the field, or you go to extreme and you get the shit kicked out of you. There's no in between. And if you go to veteran, it's too easy and you pulled a 25-second lead. And you're like, damn, like, I don't know what to play it on. There's no in between. It's either you kick the shit out of the field by 25 seconds, you kick the shit out of the field by 2-3 seconds, or you get the shit kicked out of you and you finish last. Like, there is no bread, butter, in between anything. Paint booth is great. I like it. But there is so much stuff they can add, especially when we have a game like 2K, where you can go into 2K with a PNG format. And this goes for any of the 2Ks. WWE 2K has this, and I think PGA's got it, and NBA's got it. It's a PNG uploader. You can go to NBA 2K's website or the app with a PNG format, upload it to your game, and use it on your My Team, your Create a Guy. You can use face scans. You can use PNG format and add it to your car. Like, why wasn't that a huge feature to Paint Booth? Like, have people go to your website. That gets your website more views. You can use the website to get NASCAR Ignition and have people put their PNG logos on it, PNG formatted logos, so they can add to their own car. Especially since we can't use the custom car in career. We can't use it online. So no one's having to download our logos. All we can use it is race now. And take pictures of it in the paint booth. Like, that's it. That's all we can do. Why is that not in the game? Like, that should be a huge feature in the game. Now, I hope it's in next year's, because that would be great. Or a decal share. Because there's people here making Lowe's decals. Custom numbers. People are making custom numbers for NASCAR 21 Ignition in Paint Booth. And we can't do like content shares because of DLC and licensing. Why can't we have a decal share? Why can't I share my Texaco Haviland decal online for somebody who wants to make a Texaco car, why can't I share that? Why can't I share my CBS Sports logo? Why somebody eventually might be, it'd be kind of cool to make a CBS car, or people making out here making Lowe's decals. Why can't they share them? Like, come on, guys. It's like that's not hard. If Hot Wheels has it, Hot Wheels has a whole car share, but still, if they've got a share feature in Hot Wheels, we can have one in NASCAR 21. Like, there is so much like stuff that we can have in the game that's not in the game. But maybe it's because this shit was so buggy and busted, and they knew it was shitty and busted, that they just quit working on it. And I kind of feel that. And I'm not going to shit on the devs, because those guys probably busted their ass off and got shit on every fucking day. I guarantee you half this dev team walks out. Or probably wanted to walk out because they got shit on daily. Why isn't this complete? Why isn't this done? Why isn't this done? And the game is this bad, bro. We're talking a week out and this thing's already dead, and Heat 5 has got more legs than this game has. And Heat 5 was apparently the worst game. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to go on a tangent here. The Heat Switch game that's going to come out might have more sales than NASCAR 21 Ignition, because everyone's telling people to stay away from this game. The Heat Switch game is going to possibly outsell the PS4, the Xbox, and Steam version of NASCAR 21. Just because of how bad it is. And that's something I don't get with this whole, they had to release the game a year because of a yearly contract. When you have a Switch port of Heat 5 with a new name, Heat Ultimate Plus, whatever, coming to Switch, it's a big deal. It's going to have the 2021 cars and the 2021 tracks, and you have Xfinity and trucks in it. I don't know if they're getting 2021 updated paint schemes. If they do, then that game is already going to outbeat 21. And that's ridiculous. That we're going to have a Switch game that's going to be better than our PS4 game. I don't know if this was coming to a crunch time and, hey, we might have to release this. Why didn't you just go ahead, move all your stuff? Because the Switch version got announced, I think, 4 weeks before they gave this to content creators. Why didn't you just go ahead and say, hey, we're not going to be able to release 21 Ignition. Go ahead and make the post. Eat a little crow. We're not going to release it. Hey, but we do have NASCAR Heat Ultimate Plus coming to the Switch. It's going to have 2021 cars, Cup cars, 2021 Xfinity and truck, 2021 tracks. For the Switch, have it. I think the Switch version of it already is like $50. For the people that already have Heat 5 on console, make it a DLC. $20. There you go. You've got the 2021 cars, 2021 trucks, 2021 Xfinity, 2021 tracks, and they can go and do a new career mode and everything on NASCAR Heat 5. And while you have more time to work on your game to get it ready for next year. Like, this whole, they've got a year to release a game. When they have a game coming out on Switch, they could have done that. I would have gladly paid $20 for a DLC. You can release the game in stores for $20 as NASCAR Heat 6 on Xbox, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, or Xbox Series S and X. You could have released that thing for $20. That would have counted as your one game this year for 2021. Yeah, you would have had a lot of people be pissed. And you would have a lot of people eat some crow. But I think you'd have less people pissed that you did this to make sure this game, 21 Ignition, was better off in a better spot than what you release now to us. Because right now, this game is rough. I'm not even talking about the wheel support. The wheel support on console that they said is fixed. It's fixed. It's great. You know how it's fixed? You have to set the wheel up, close your game out, reopen the game, then use your wheel. But you also still have to have your controller cut on because the wheel has buttons for whatever console you're on, say PlayStation or Xbox. You can't use the buttons on the wheel. I can't skip a pre-race with Square. Have to use my PS4 controller to do it. When there's a Square button on my wheel, I can only use the wheel to drive the car. I can't use it to go through menus. Which I could do on Heat 5. I could do on Heat 4. I can do on any other motorsport game. I can do that. I can do it on NASCAR. I think Heat Evolution even had it where you could use your wheel to go through the menus. You can't with this game. And that's huge. The wheel hardly even has force feedback on console. Heat 5 has better force feedback than 21 Ignition, which is on the R Factor engine, and I'm pretty sure R Factor has better force feedback, man. Like, this game is a joke. It's bad. You can have fun with the game, but I'm not recommending anybody to pick this thing up. I can't tell people with their honest, hard-earned money to spend $60 to $90 on this thing. I would tell them to go buy NASCAR Heat 4 before I tell them to buy this game. And I used to tell people, I used to work in retail, and they'd be like, hey man, have you heard anything about this NASCAR game? We see you wear NASCAR merch. I used to work at Walmart. I wore NASCAR merch. They'd be like, man, is this game any good? I'm like, yeah, it's alright. Would you buy it for $60? No. I'd get it for a little less. I'd wait a little bit. Or people come in and be like, hey man, do you recommend Wreckfest? Yeah man, that's a great game. I have a blast with some Wreckfest. I cannot. If somebody came to me at Walmart and said they wanted to buy a NASCAR 21 Ignition, I don't think I would sell it to them. I would probably lose my job because of how bad this game is. Because somebody wants to spend their hard-earned money. I don't want anybody to spend their hard-earned money to get shit on. And that's the way this is, man. We have no stage racing. Like, there's so many flaws that haven't been touched. Because the first two patches together was almost, I think, 200 to 300 bug fixes that we haven't even touched. That we have no cautions in the game. Or when we do have a caution, it completely breaks the game. AI go down pit road. AI crash. They just sit on the track. They don't know what to do. Your game still crashes. Look at my Daytona 500 video. My game crashed. Because the AI went down pit road and got stuck and didn't know what to do, so they kept running head on in the wall. So I have to cut cautions off. There's no stages in the game. That's like paying $60 for Madden, and you just get the fourth quarter. Which might be good if you like Madden, because Madden's got its own issues. We're not going to bring that up. But that's like you buying NBA 2K and only get the fourth quarter. Or you buy FIFA and get the second half of of soccer. Wow, hockey. Wow, it's 3 o'clock. I'm sorry. This right now is in a terrible state. Like, I can't tell people to buy the game. I told my best friend Eric, hey, pre-order the game, man. We're going to have fun with it. He's picked it up 3 times, and every time he's picked it up to play with us, he can't even get in a lobby with us to play online. And he hates the game. And then I was the guy who was like, hey, pick it up and play with us. We'll have fun with it. And he can't even have fun with it because he can't even get in a lobby with us. Even though the online lobbies are shake and bake and bump and run. We can't even get in a lobby because the lobby system of inviting a friend is broke. Like, this has to be the worst game of 2021. This game makes Cyberpunk's release look great. At least Cyberpunk, the night it came out on consoles, sort of played. It was busted, but it played. You might have not had a vehicle texture, but it played. It had crashed every now and then. It had crashed for 6 hours straight. My game crashed for 6 hours straight. Like I said, there's a 15-minute video on this channel of this game crashing and me having to back out, do another race, crash, crash, crash. Completely freezing. The game was literally unplayable for 6 hours. And I don't want to be one of these guys that beat on a dead horse because of this game. But there's a lot of people, man, that'll sit here and beat a dead damn horse. And there's people that don't even have the game that beat on a dead horse. I bought the motherfucker. I spent 90 on it. I have a right to talk about how bad this thing is. It's pretty rough. And I don't want to get in that whole discussion of content creators, but there's some content creators that are saying, hey, pick the game up if you're a diehard NASCAR fan. The fuck? I want what he's smoking. I want the game he's got. Because I'm a diehard NASCAR fan, but I cannot tell people to pick this thing up for $90 or $60. Shit, I don't even know if I could tell them to pick it up for $30 anymore. I used to be like, on day one, I said, hey, if it drops to $30, get it. I don't even know if I could tell people to get it for $30. Because the online lobbies are going to be dead they're already almost dead. Like I already said, there was 8 people last night, 2 nights ago. 8 people at 8 o'clock. The lobbies are already starting to die because of the trolls. So you're not going to have fun with the online because no one's going to be playing it because there's too many people driving backwards. Or you go to single player and you get all the bugs that you don't get in online. Because in online you're racing actual people and not AI cars that are bugged. So what are you going to do? Just go to paint booth? And paint a car that you can hopefully maybe run in a career? And then you find out you can only do it in race now? Like, come on, guys. This thing's like 20 minutes. I don't even know if I've even talked about everything I wanted to talk about in this video, man. Like, that's like, it's astonishing. And this is going to be my review on the game. This is how we're going to end it. Gameplay is a 2. Online, a 1. Paint booth is a 4. We'll give these out of 5. So paint booth's a 4. Career mode, if you like stats and statistics and stuff like that, like the old Thunder games, it's there, but you can't even race because of all the bugs, a 2. That's pretty much everything in this game. So in general, this game is probably going to get, for me, a 1.5 out of 5. And I can't give it anything better. I mean, I could give it worse. I could go and nitpick and find even more stuff to bring up. And make it worse. Like, this game's like a 1. Dead ass. On God. It's a 1. But I'm going to give it a 1.5 because of Paint Booth kind of saving it. And thank God they added that. If they didn't have a paint booth in this thing, this game might be a 0. This game might be a -2 on NASCAR games. So that's it for me, guys. I think I'm ending the video. The video is probably going to be called The Death of NASCAR 21 or something. I don't know. If you like what you saw, man, hit the sub button. Hey, thanks for listening to this little tangent. I don't even know what gameplay is going to be up here because, like I said, I have no internet. It might not be any gameplay. It might just be a black screen or it might be just a picture. I don't know. I have no internet, so I can't really do anything about that. But like I said, if you like the video, man, hit the like button, hit the sub button. It really appreciate me. We're so close to 300 right now and climbing. Um, but yeah, I cannot tell people to get this game. And I don't know why anybody would tell somebody to get this game at any price point.